Hi, I'm Jordan Booth. I'll be covering ways how people around the world can be digitally literate. When you are digitally literate, you can understand and use information in different ways coming from a variety of sources, which when shown in electronic. Individuals also use digital tools and facilities in order to evaluate, analyze, manage, access, identify, synthesize digital resources, create media, and construct new knowledge of a material. I was blogging about the Philadelphia Eagles since it was my interest, and I have been digitally literate plenty of ways. When it came to finding a background picture for my blog, I just used the picture that I had took last year so I can avoid copywriting from the team organization or any other Philadelphia Eagles websites. Copywriting is basically taking someone else's work and using it for yourself without making it different. This act is violating the law. It will sort of be like what Lawrence Lessig was mentioning about John Philip Sousa's take on copywriting. He talks about the talking he talks about the talking machines ruining our read write culture and turning it into a read only culture where people will take creativity but they're not the creator. This is also why when it comes to writing articles or etc., you would have to cite your sources. If I were to have got my sources from, for instance, the Bleeding Green Nations blog, and I wanted to use something for reference to what I'm discussing, I would have to cite them because they were the ones who came up with the idea. When making a blog, coming up with the theme is crucial, and it will be hard to find the right one because not every theme will work for what type of blog you are making. The layout has to be reasonable for whatever content you are going to be posting. When blogging, you want to have an about page so that everyone can get an idea of what you will be covering in your blog. You can mention your name, school, occupation, or whatever, but just make sure that the about page is mostly about the blog. I also made a Twitter account. Having a social media account is another way of being digitally literate because social networks are where you can manage, access, analyze, etc. On social networks, you are connected to everyone around the world. This is another way where I can get news from the Philadelphia Eagles and share it with others who are Eagles fans. Xavier Damon says, for the first time in human history, anyone can share instantly what we know, what we think, what we say, and what we feel. This is changing the news. This is true because I can share everything about the Philadelphia Eagles on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, etc. I can post what I think, see, and know, let it be trade rumors, injury updates, and more. Tweets that I would be posting would either be thin tweets or thick tweets. According to David Silver, thin tweets only have one layer of information as opposed to thick tweets, which have two or more along with the hyperlink. The hyperlink can lead to another article relating to your post. On my Twitter account, I wrote a little biography about myself that is along the left side of my account. This will tell a little bit about yourself to your followers. It says where I go to school, what my major is, my interests, and what I do. It has my birthday on there too, but Twitter makes you put your birth year as well. I didn't show my birthday for private reasons. There is a bar that shows the amount of tweets, followers, and likes you have, and how many pages you are following. This is good when you are being digitally literate because, especially since I live tweet games, because when it comes to live tweeting games or sharing your articles, it would get people updated about what you want them to know about. Another way of letting people know things is by doing a hashtag. A hashtag is something labeling your it's somewhat labeling your tweet, but it will let a variety of people see your tweet. It is somewhat showing the topic of what your tweet is all about. You can type in on the search bar the hashtag you were using. If you were to type it in, you have to put in the hashtag symbol and then put in what you want. Once you do that, you hit enter, and then you will get a variety of tweets that share the same hashtag as yours. The tweets will obviously be relating to the same topic, but as your tweet as a hashtag is basically the topic of your tweet, except that every other tweet will say something different. These tweets are posted by people around the world who are interested in this specific topic, for example, the Eagles. Some Twitter pages do polls. This is another way to be digitally literate because this is basically asking the community a question and judging what the majority of people answer. People would simply pick an answer and hit vote. After that, it would show the percentage of what answer was chosen. If you happen to run into an article that interests you, but you don't have time to read it at a specific time, there are three apps that you can use in order to save them. You have Pocket, which works when you find an article on social networks, and it will also work when you go to the website. Depending on if you're using a computer, you would press the icon button on the top bar. Pocket doesn't provide an app for laptops, so that you would have to go to the website and download the icon. Whenever you happen to run into an article, you just hit the icon so that you can save the article for later use. There is also Zite, and this app is just like Pocket, except that when you go on the Pocket app, it won't let you look up the website where you can find articles. Zite will let you look up the website and find articles that were recently made by that website. You could also like an article, which is another way of saving them. Another option would be Feedly, which is more similar to Zite because you can also look up recent updates from a website. Just like Zite, you can save articles by bookmarking them. Adding on to that, you can also share articles you found appealing on social media networks. It can be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. Some social media network pages have memes that they post on their timeline. They are a way to entertain your followers with something funny. In cases one of your followers are having a bad day and just need a laugh, memes can be funny and they also be truthful. There are different possibilities of how everyone in this world can be digitally literate.